Slowly but surely, Washington is coming back to life.
It feels good. I was ready to come back. Yeah, ready to get back in the swing of things.
I am so grateful and thankful to be back going to work, because it means I get paid.
Government workers relieved to be back on the job, more than 2 weeks after political bickering forced many agencies to shut down. Vice President Joe Biden greeted employees at the Environmental Protection Agency.
I hope everybody walks away with a lesson that this is unnecessary, and I hope we can regain the trust of the American people.
The call back to work didn't come until late Wednesday, when the Republican-controlled House of Representatives approved a last-minute compromise.
The motion is adopted.
Reopening the government and raising the country's debt limit just as the Treasury was about to run out of money. The deal, though, is temporary, keeping the government open only through mid-January. U.S. President Barack Obama warns the shutdown scenario cannot be repeated.
We hear some members who pushed for the shutdown say they were doing it to save the American economy. But nothing has done more to undermine our economy these past 3 years than the kind of tactics that create these manufactured crises.
But the disagreement in Congress is unlikely to subside. Republican Senator Ted Cruz was among those leading the effort to cut off funds for the new health care law known as Obamacare.
This is a terrible deal. This deal embodies everything about the Washington establishment that frustrates the American people.
Democratic leader Nancy Pelosi chastised Republicans who led the shutdown charge.
My colleagues, do you think that your recklessness was worth $24 billion to our economy?
For Monique Edgehill, hired just before the shutdown, the impact was personal.
It just threw me into a tailspin. I had to call my creditors, speak to them and ask them if they can give me an extension.
The impact of the government reopenings already being felt. For the past couple of weeks, metro stations like this have been mostly empty. D.C. a ghost town. Now things are so busy when you get to the top, you can smell coffee from the nearby shops in the air. For Jeanette Eza, having the government back at work is a relief.
I'm so happy they're coming back because I was working like 2 weeks. I was dead. I have nothing here.
Lawmakers must now begin to negotiate a long-term budget plan and a way for the country to pay its debts after February.
We're going to try and find how we can reach common ground.
But the prospect of more bitter political bickering has some government workers worried.
What's going to happen long term doesn't speak well for the way the government functions overall.
For now, though, the normal hustle and bustle of the nation's capital is back. Jeff Seldin, VOA News, Washington.